Y'all are great and wonderful like always.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Well, there's more people here than I thought they'd be.
That's our prelude for today.
Well, good morning.
Morning.
I'm glad to see you this morning. Thought we would have a bit of a light crowd today with the holiday weekend, but people are still coming in, and I know the Sunday school class is just letting out, and so people will still be coming over. You can, of course, feel free to come in and find your spot, and don't worry about what's going on. Just get comfortable. We're glad that you're here, but we do try to start talking on time, mostly for the benefit of those watching at home so they don't think something's wrong with their computers. But we want to say that we're glad that you're here this morning on this Sunday. I want to welcome all of you who are here by live stream or watching the video. We're glad that you're here today as well. If we don't know each other, my name is Stephen Newcomb. I'm one of the pastors here at First United Methodist Church in Wharton. We always, before we start worship, want to start with just a few announcements. And so we will get those out of the way before we get into our worship time this morning. The first thing we do is put up this code in case you didn't get the digital bulletin by text or in the narthex or whatever it was this morning. You can scan it with your phone to get that, and you'll have it that way. You can also get it at whartonfumc.org/bulletin, or you can get it on our Facebook or Twitter feeds. It's out there anywhere that you're finding us electronically. So you can find it there. You can get the same bulletin whether you're at home or here in the room. You don't have to have a bulletin to follow the service. We try to keep everything up on the screens as long as the technology cooperates with us. And so we'll have it all there. And if not, we announce everything as well. Like I said, I do want to welcome you on this Pentecost Sunday. And I'm glad that you're here today. This is like the one-day season of the church when everything turns to red, and then it goes back to white next week. But I'm glad to see people wearing red out in the congregation, and I know that we're celebrating today this coming of the Holy Spirit and the birthday of the church, and we will be celebrating those things throughout the service today as well. One thing that also begins on this Pentecost is the meeting of the Texas Annual Conference, which begins this evening in downtown Houston. We have our 6 delegates going to annual conference tonight, starting with dinner at 5 and opening worship at 7, but they'll be down there, and I hope you'll keep all of our delegates and all of the delegates who are meeting for that annual event in your prayers. There's always a lot of business to take care of and things to do, as well as some wonderful worship services, and as most of you, I believe, already know, an incredible service on Tuesday night, when we celebrate the commissioning and ordination of new clergy members or clergy members going into new steps in their journey. And we're very excited, of course, that our own pastor of family ministries, Reverend Becca Newcomb, is going to be reaching that final step this year. And so she will be ordained a deacon in full connection by Bishop Harvey on Tuesday night. And we've said it many times, but I will say it this one more time, that everyone is invited. And the service is at 7 o'clock at First United Methodist Church of Houston, downtown. I know they have 2 campuses. It's the original one downtown, 7 o'clock. You'll want to get there a little early to find good seats and such if you're going to come, and we hope that you will come and enjoy that. If not, they usually live stream that as well, but we hope you can be there. It is tradition across the denomination that when someone who means something to you is ordained, that during that part of the service, those people stand in the congregation. And so it's always nice to see a church come together and rise for their pastor up at the front being ordained in that step. And so I hope that you will. We've had several people ask about rides, and I believe we have all of those matched up, and everyone now has a way to get there that we know of. So if you're still having any issues with that,